Rev up your engines!
Welcome to Scotty Kilmer Live Car Talk Podcast, where you get my 51 years experience of fixing cars and answer your car questions. Not often you're going to get a guy like me who knows about cars answering your questions for nothing, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there giving advice that don't know what the heck they're talking about. And then there's some that may have at one point in time known, but the sponsors got to them, and now they'll do whatever their sponsors tell them to tell you about products that may or may not be good. Well, you can see there's no sponsors here. I'm just telling you the truth. Pete from Oz. Scotty, love your work. I got a colleague who's moving to Houston from Australia for a couple of years. He wants to drive a high-end, U.S.-made luxury car up to a couple years old and up to 60 grand. What suggestions do you have? Well, you said U.S.-made. Well, realize they make a lot of Japanese cars in the United States, you know. Some that are in Canada, that's close enough to U.S., but, you know, if you want an actual American car, out of the choices that are there, I'd say you have to go Ford. Just realize if he's going to pay up to 60 grand, he's only going to be here a couple of years, he's going to lose his shirt when he sells that thing, because the resale value of those things just plummets when they get to be a couple of years old. So just realize he's going to lose a lot of money. If I was him, lease a car. Don't buy it, lease it. Then he can lease whatever he wants. He could even lease a Jaguar if he wanted. Because what if it fell apart? He doesn't care. He's leasing a car. It's their problem, not his. If you're leasing a brand new car. So I'd say for him, have him lease whatever he wants. Because he's not going to own it. He's only going to be here 2 years. What the heck? He can have some fun and not have to worry about horrible resale value. Let the company worry about that then. Rhinoceros. Scotty, I just bought a 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude. What's your opinion of the start-stop system when it idles? I hate those systems. I think they're terrible. They save gasoline, yeah. The worst wear and tear on your engine is when you start it up. That's when the most wear occurs. And if you keep starting and stopping it, it's going to wear the engine more. Now, they claim that they put thicker engine bearings and la, 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 but to me, it's a bunch of hoopla. Because I've seen cars like that, and then when they get to have 80, 90,000 miles, the engines are much more worn than comparable ones that just start and run and don't stop and start and stop and start by themselves to save gas mileage. Plus, you're going to wear out the starter faster, you're going to wear out the battery faster. It's just going to wear everything out faster. I think it's just a stupid idea that these guys did to try to cram higher gas mileage ratings out and try to make the government happy that they're trying to make cars pollute less. But really, I mean, cars burn gasoline, they're going to pollute. Don't try to get some Mickey Mouse thing like that to fix it. It doesn't fix anything, and it does wear them out faster. I've seen it. It's Christian 209, Scotty. I got a 2002 C240 Mercedes with 166,000 miles. It won't go past 40, and the only codes popping are cylinder misfire and 3. Those smell like gas. Of course, you can try to change the spark plugs, but odds are it's not the spark plug, it's something else. You got a leaky fuel injector there, okay? It pours too much gas in. The computer in that car is really sophisticated, and when it sees problems, it's going to limit the speed that the car can actually go down the road. They're that complicated that they will turn things off and won't run correctly. You want to pray it's something like a bad injector on number 3, and not something like a blowing head gasket. Those C240s were notorious for blowing head gaskets. It could easily be a blown head gasket. You want to check, because if it is blowing on a number 3, the spark plug's going to smell like gas, and it's going to have a little oil on it. If that's the case, you're probably getting a blowing head gasket. When you find how much money it costs to replace on that car, you're probably going to say, I'm going to get rid of this thing and push it off a cliff or something. Crap blue lights. Scotty, I like your opinion on my car. How long do you think it'll last? It's a full-time 4x4 2018 Mini Countryman with a 6-speed manual Japanese transmission. I drive 100 miles round trip to Charlotte 3 days a week. I'm a nurse. I have 20,000 on it now, and I use Royal Purple. Okay, you're taking care of the thing. There's no arguing that. It is a Mini. It has a limited lifespan. Truthfully, from my experience of customers, once they get maybe 80, 90,000 miles on them, if not before, they start falling apart in front of your very eyes. You are taking excellent care of the vehicle. So, in your case, I would say you're changing the oil out, you're using Royal Purple, the best oil out there. Keep checking your oil. And if you find that thing doesn't burn any oil when it's got 80,000 miles on it, you might continue to drive it a while. You're really taking care of the thing. And if you're putting 100-mile driving on the highway miles equivalent to 10% city stop and go driving, so that 100 miles is 10 10 miles driving. Drive 1,000 miles like that, it's like 100 miles in the city. So you're not wearing the engine that much. You take really good care. Maybe you can get lucky, but if it does start burning oil, but it's got 80,000 miles and having a lot of electrical problems, get rid of it and never buy another one. Humpty Dumpty, hope you don't fall. Hey Scotty, love the show. Question, is any API certified motor oil okay to use? Rural King has conventional SN certified for $9 in a 5-quart jug. Can I trust it? My car does not require synthetic. Yes, as long as it meets the requirements of your car. The API is the American Petroleum Institute, and it's an independent institute. Checks out the oils, sees if they meet the certifications. They keep coming out with newer ones for newer vehicles, but as long as the certification, it's the API one rated for that jug, the other little circle with the rating numbers. Look it up, and as long as that meets the certifications of your manufacturer, that's totally fine to use. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.